Em, I'm Ariana. Nice to meet you.
Ariana, nice to meet you too.
So this season, Sarah and Reginald start off being on a break. Um, what do you think their biggest problem is? And do you think they actually need to be on a break?
I love this question. You know what? They absolutely need to be on a break, in my opinion, because, I know that they're their first love and things were messy, but first season, he wasn't honest, He snuck around and he wasn't honest. And I think it broke Sarah's heart. And I think that, you know, I know we talk about this idea of like true love and stuff, and like true love can withstand everything, but I don't know. I think it's important that people can grow as part of their partnership. So I don't want to get too deep on it, but I'm
Yeah.
for the break. And yeah, Sarah really has to learn to put her foot down, you know?
Yes. So Sarah says she's finding herself in the beginning, especially after separating herself from her family and their beliefs. Do you think she would be able to find herself while still getting deeper and deeper into the vampire world? Like she thought she separated from this angel idea, and now she's deep in this whole vampire thing and the things that come with that.
Right?
Do you think she's able to find herself still kind of being connected to Reginald and everything that comes with it?
Wow, that's such a good question too. Yeah, I think it's so confusing and overwhelming. And then we get angels in this season, you
Mhm.
know? So like there's this part of her past that's now coming forward again, and she was running from that past, you know what I mean? Like I think she's been in denial in a way about some of it, and she's just refusing to she just refused to she kind of blocked out the angels and was like, no, none of it's real. And now all of a sudden there's angels and there's vampires and she's trying to find herself. And
Mhm.
so it's like there's this kind of like whirlwind happening. But I think like life is a lot like that, where there's stuff that gets thrown at us that we don't expect. And I think Reggie's life, is also an example of that, where before he got turned into a vampire, his life was hectic. And now, even as a vampire, okay, there's new issues for sure, but it's like you're going to be hit from all sides. And I think, I don't know, when you form your tribe, I think Sarah's trying to form her people and her new life. And if Reggie should be a part of that or not, I think is like a huge question for her. But she loves him and she loves the shack and she has friends there, Ashley and, now Maurice, I guess. And so I think, I don't know, she's trying to find it. It's definitely throwing her some curveballs though.
Yes. Speaking of the Slushy Shack, which I would go to often because I love slushies, do you actually
Me
like
too.
slushies, or is it just kind of like a bizarre aspect of the show to you?
What's your favorite slushie? Someone asked me that.
Yes, my favorite is Coca-Cola mixed with cherry, mixed with blue raspberry. What about you?
Okay, so you brought up that someone asked me, they're like, what's your favorite slushie? And I was like, okay, it's not like really a real flavor, but blue raspberry.
Even though I
It's like, but what is it? You know, it's nothing. It's actually nothing, but I love
yeah,
it.
yes, yes, yes. Do you think Sarah could ever accept Reginald being a vampire? Like, could they ever actually build a long-term relationship,
Wow.
human
I
and vampire?
Yeah, and like no trips to Hawaii, I guess. You know what I mean? It's a loss. But yeah, I think we're trying to find that out. Imagine, right? Like I think Reggie has got such a good heart and he's trying to find himself in this like scary vampire world, and I think that's a little bit of what Maurice is trying to do too, is like he's become deacon and he's trying to do it in almost like they're calling him Batman,
Mhm.
like in like a kind of ethical way. And so they're setting the precedent, I guess, for what vampires can be. It's kind of beautiful. Maybe they can. I don't
Do you
know.
think Sarah would ever decide to be a vampire?
Oof. Oh my gosh. Sarah's just like the epitome of like sunshine, I feel like, and like she's trying to be optimistic. She's she's trying. to be dark and a vampire would be such a departure for her. You know, I think that I don't think she would choose it. I don't think she would choose it.
Yeah.
No. Would you choose it if you had the choice?
No, no.
No. Beautiful
I
being human
yeah, I
and
like
tragic.
on the surface level, a lot of the benefits seem good, like eternity. Okay, like no one wants to die, but then imagine that not happening and everyone else around you. And then just the responsibilities and then the upkeep with the blood. But I do hate the sun. So I guess there's
That part of it you're good with.
yes, yes.
Oh man, eternity just like I'm tired, you know, like
Yeah. What
yeah, wow.
yeah. What advice would you give to Sarah as you am?
Aw, man, I would say, oh, that's cute to think about because I feel like I'd want to like just make her feel like more confident even in herself as an individual, you know what I mean? Just to see to see her find this level of like I can do it on my own. I know she's been doing it, but I think there's something like where she can second guess herself and what's really going on and or what she wants to do. So I think like yeah, to fortify, find herself and feel confident in what she finds.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
your favorite scene to shoot this season and which one was the hardest?
Ooh. Oh man. Okay, it's so hard to say this without giving plot spoilers. I will say that there's this like one big episode with Claire played by Tylee Robert. She's so fantastic. And that is one I don't want to say either way, which but there's just it's I think episode 3 or 4 that was such a big episode and Tylee it's like she's shined so much in it. That is just such a notable filming experience for me and when you watch it you'll see why. Um and then I have to say there's this one wielding the sword for sure. I get a sword. I don't know if we talked about that yet. I've been talking about the sword all day in this press junket, but I freaking love the sword.
Yeah, episode 4 broke me. I really was
Oh,
like, is this like I didn't
me
agree
too.
to this. But it
I
was
hear you.
really good and really
I know.
important to the storyline. And yeah, having a sword that um only the honorable can have, I think it says a lot about Sarah.
Thank you for
So
bringing that up.
yeah, obviously like it's a hill or whatever. What was it heavy that what was there and then what wasn't actually CGI'd on?
Yeah, yo, it was a real steel sword. So like, you know, and I didn't, there wasn't like, you know, they didn't, there wasn't a warm up. They were just like, here you go. And I'm like, okay, fantastic. So yeah, I think I got like a little extra tonnage from wielding that thing, you know? Like, I don't want to say abs because that's definitely an overstatement, but abs.
Yeah, and you can definitely send that in to be a part of the Thor universe if necessary. That's your audition
Um,
tape.
oh, I love that. I love that for Sarah and
Well,
for
thank
me.
you so much for taking the time to talk to me. I can't wait to talk to you about this again and future projects.
Thank you. You're so fun. These questions were great. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thanks. Bye.
Take care. Bye.